Good evening, everybody, and welcome to ACCT on Channel 4B. Today, we have two special guests tonight. One is an accounting analyst, Andres, that will help the owner of our very own Bulldog Lodge here in Fresno.
Thanks, Zach. Great to be here. I love watching this news channel. Always shows the real information instead of the other news channels.
Thanks, Andres. We try to do our best. And for the second guest tonight, he's the owner of Bulldog Lodge, Jeremy Alfving.
Thanks, Zach. Great to be here, too. I'm looking forward to figuring out this problem I've been having.
And what would that issue be, Jeremy?
Well, Zach, I've recently opened a ski lodge here in Fresno about a year ago. My company is doing well, successfully growing, and gaining a profit. But I'm having some trouble on separating costs between relevant and irrelevant costs. You see, I'm thinking about expanding my ski lodge, but I'm not sure if my decision will affect my profits, for the better or for the worse.
Okay. So you're only having trouble with the differences between the relevant and irrelevant costs. Well, that should be easy to teach you since we have Andres here.
Yes, Zach, this will be true. I'll show you the difference between relevant and irrelevant in order for you to expand your business. This will basically show you how to make decisions for the future.
So shouldn't Jeremy need to know the definition behind relevant and irrelevant costs? From what I am aware of, costs are relevant if they look at the future outcome while differing from the alternatives. Now, on the other hand, irrelevant costs show no difference in cost between the alternatives.
Benefits of knowing this would be that you can save money on relevant costs when you look at a cheaper or a better alternative.
So with this information, would my previous purchase of skis and boards be irrelevant or an irrelevant cost?
The skis you already purchased would be an irrelevant cost since it's a sunk cost, meaning that it's already incurred in the past and it cannot be changed regardless of the action taken in the future.
Okay, I understand a little bit more too. So the skis are considered a sunk cost because he purchased them in the past. Is this concept always true regarding previous purchases?
Typically, this would always be true.
Okay.
So would the concessions I saw at the lodge be considered relevant or irrelevant?
Because you are expanding, we would probably assume that you would need more food and maybe even more concession stands. So this would make it a relevant cost. Since you will have more customers, you could offer cheaper alternatives for food that could probably reduce your costs.
Exactly. This is relevant since you're looking at a future cost and looking at a cheaper alternative for it.
Okay, this is all starting to make sense now. So would buying more chairs for a ski lift for the expansion be a relevant cost then?
I believe in this case it would be a relevant cost because it's a future cost. But the expense can vary depending on the type of quality material you wish to buy. For example, you can go buy wooden chairs instead of metal chairs, which can help you save money for your business.
So going back to the idea of expanding his business, have you ever thought about investing in a new snow machine? I have heard that you get twice as much artificial snow with only half the electricity and water usage.
Actually, no, Zach. I haven't been considering buying a new snow machine. I just recently purchased one about 6 months ago.
Jeremy, don't even think about the snow machine you already bought. It's a sunk cost, so it's not going to be relevant in this case. You should actually consider buying that new snow machine since it's going to be beneficial in the long run. Since it produces twice the amount of artificial snow with half of the water usage and half of the amount of electricity, this new snow machine would be relevant since you're going to be saving money in terms of electricity and water.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I'll consider this new snow machine for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeremy. I don't see why you shouldn't invest in this snow machine. And so, I hope you have learned the differences today between relevant versus irrelevant costs that will help and aid you in your business decisions.
Yeah, this information is going to be really helpful for me making my business decision. Thanks, guys.
And, well, that concludes our show for the night, folks. I'm Zachary Ardissono, and this is ACCT on Channel 4B. And I'll see you tomorrow. Over and out.